All right. So in the first video, we talked about budget busters, right? So now we should be all familiar with how to do a budget and dealing with actuals versus projected. In this video, we want to discuss monthly payment 101. So we're talking about buying a car, purchasing a big item, whether it's a car, a boat, a house, whatever the case may be, with an interest rate attached to it. Okay, so we're not going to use the real live examples on the problems that we're doing, but let's say we're looking for a $21,000 vehicle. Let's say that vehicle is a Nissan Altima, okay? Let's say that we will buy that Nissan Altima if we can get the payments to be $450 a month or less, and TC, the total cost of that with interest and everything, is $23,000 or less. And then we're buying a car. All right. So here's what's given, right? Our annual interest, 6%. Our monthly interest, 0.005%. So how do we get that? It's because in this particular example, they give us our monthly interest, but in other examples, they will not. All right. So I take that 6% and divide it by 12. If you notice, I did not write 6 divided by 12. I would have got 0.5 or 50 cents, right? That's not 6. I cannot put that in my calculator. I have to put 6%, which is 0.06 divided by 12. That will give me my monthly interest rate of 0.005. All right, are we with me? Now, our formula right up here to the left. Payment equals C, which is the cost of the vehicle, times R, which is the monthly interest rate, not the annual, but the monthly, right? Anytime you have a number next to a variable or a variable next to a variable, you multiply, right? Now we have our parentheses, 1 plus the rate, close parentheses, to the nth power, right? N means the number of months for the loan. Most people buy cars for 5 years, 60 months, right? In this particular instance, it's going to be 72. Okay. And then we divide all of that by the answer we got from here, fits in right here, and we subtract 1. All right? All right, let's go. Okay, so C, 21,000 times R, 0.005, right? Then 1 plus 0.005. Now, I noticed a lot of you have put this in the calculators wrong, right? Do not try to put that whole thing in the calculator. Just put, 1 plus 0.005 is 1.005. Raise that to the 72nd power, that is 1.43. Okay? So, 21,000 times 0.005 gives you 105, right? That's C times R. Multiply that by 1.43, right? So 21,000 times 0.005 times 1.43. That represents 1.43, right? So I take my not so trusty dusty, right? 21,000 times 0.005 times 1.43. You notice I rounded it in dollar amount, right? $1.43. And that gives me $150.15 basically, right? So I take that. That's going to be my top portion, 150.15, right? And I divide that by that 1.43, right? 1.43 minus 1, right? Because all of this is here, and subtract 1. So I just take that 1 away, and that's 43 cents. So if I divide on that, $150.15 divided by 43 cents, I get a number. And that number is $349. So all right, so there we go. So now we have all the information we need to solve the problem. Okay, so now, the monthly cost for the Nissan Altima, 2018 fully loaded, right? $349 a month. Now, does that fit into what we're looking for? Is that number less than $450? Yes. right? So I can check that off, right? Now, is the total cost $23,000? Well, I don't know that yet. So now I go down to long-term costs. It says number of months. Well, we established that to be 72, right? Then it says monthly payment. Well, we established the monthly payment to be $349. All right, so what do I do with that? Well, the formula says total cost is N times P, right? So N, number of months, 72, times P, 349, gives me $25,128. $25,128. So that means that even though I paid $21,000 for that car, I drove it off the lot. I took out a loan for 6 years. After my 6th year, after my last $349 payment, I will have given that dealership $25,128. Now you see the problem. The problem is that's how they make their money, right? Car only costs 21 grand. You shelled out 25. So the difference is what they're making off of you and me, right? Okay, so now, is the total cost more or less than $23,000? It's more. So that's not a plus, a check. That's an X, right? Because how much am I paying in interest? Interest says NP minus C, right? NP is the total cost. Total cost, $25,000. So I take my trusty does 25,128 minus C, the cost, $21,000. $4,128. So $4,128 is what I'm paying in interest, right? So if I'm answering a question, right, although I'm way under $450 a month for my payment, I'm right where I want to be. I'm still paying more for the car than I want, so I'm not gonna buy that car. Right? So for me to buy that car, I need checks on both of them. I only check out one of the two. So I'm not going to buy that car. Right? That's how much I'm paying in interest. Right? So one of two things has to happen. Either I'm going to take a lesser amount of loan as far as months, right? Instead of 72 months, maybe I'll go 60 months. Right? 5 years instead of 6 years. My payment will go up, but it still might be less than $450. And then my total cost will go down. So maybe I'll buy that car in 5 years, not 6 years. Or maybe I'll just pay cash for the car. You know, maybe you have it like that. All right. Or maybe you just buy a different car or wait for the next go around. All right. So hopefully that answers your questions on monthly payment 101. All right, guys, let's rock and roll. Let's get this thing done. And I'll see you over the top.